What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, you know what's about to happen? She's about to be colder than a heartbreak. Yep, you already saw it in the thumbnail, but we're converting it to R134 A cooling system. So we got the new compressor, a couple of lines, and then we got a brand new condenser to put in it. So let's get right into it. But last night we drained the AC lines so there's no more Freon in the system, and we loosened up a few of them. So now we can take and unhook the rest of the lines, pop them right out, and then we'll get the compressor out and the condenser. Alright guys, so this is where we're at. We got all the lines loosened up except for the two down here. We just gotta pop those out with the spring remover tool, and I just now broke this line right here loose. I still gotta get the bottom one actually, but I broke this one loose now and I'm unscrewing it. I was really stressed out about that one because this part in the back here and this, it was like seized together pretty good. I just put a 22 on the back, and then for the big one I used what is this thing, 1 1/16. Yeah, and then I broke that free, and now I'm unscrewing it, and then I'll probably try to get this one off, and then I'm gonna head home and get cleaned up because it's late. So now you can see where we're at. We got this line right here going into the evaporator loosened up. This one's taken off right there, and this one's loose. So now we just gotta take and pop these two lines right there out, and then once this top line's out in the can, I think it's like a climatizer can, we can unscrew that one, and then we can take and get the condenser out and then go for the compressor. So we got the condenser out of here, and we got the rest of the lines out. So now let's take and unbolt this bad boy. It's just a bolt there, two right underneath here, and then you take this bolt out and the bolt right back there on the back side, and then this whole setup will just slide right out, and you can leave this bracket in place. And then I'll head back to the house and grab all my new parts. I got the new compressor, new condenser, the lines that run through here. I got that one line that comes up through here, and that one that always messes up your intake. I got it. I got all the lines. The only thing I'm not changing is the evaporator, which that's the original one. So hopefully that stays working good. And eventually I do plan on dyeing the dash in the car. So whenever I do take the dash out of the car eventually to put heat in it and dye the dash, I'll take and swap out the evaporator. But until then, this will be perfect. Everything's out. I'll take and clean up right in there on the motor and stuff the best I can since the AC compressor is out of here now. But once I wipe this down a little bit, I'll take and run back to the house and grab all my new parts so we can start installing stuff and lubing everything up. All right guys, so over here we got all new lines, brand new compressor, new cycle switch, then we got the condenser right there, and then just some random bolts right there from a bolt kit I bought last year. Well, no, it's actually just in the winter because this bolt broke on me in one of those videos doing the power steering pump. So I got that bolt kit, so now I can take and replace the bolts that go around through here too. Over here you can see we just got all the old parts and stuff. I took and repainted this last winter when we did the front bumper. We had the front bumper off the car last winter, so I repainted that bracket just for no reason, but just so it looked good. But now that's gone. I got a brand new condenser to go in there, so I got this cleaned up a little bit. I'll probably wipe it off a little more, and then I'll start putting stuff in. But I'm gonna start with the condenser. Once the condenser is in there and mounted, I'll take and put in the compressor and put in the lines after that. But first I'll lube everything up and put the PAG 46 lubricant in there. I was struggling with this condenser there for a little bit, but I realized that I just had to take and drill out the rivets and lower these brackets one notch. That's all I can get it down without actually taking this one out, because you know what I mean. You got to do it equal on each side, and there's no more little holes to actually run a second screw through to keep it solid like that. So I just ran it one notch down right there. That way the gap's filled, because down in here when I was trying to mount it, it had too much of a gap in here, so it wasn't holding it up top. So I'm hoping it'll be good now, because we lowered it about half an inch or so. So I'm gonna try to get that in real quick. All right, I just finished mounting the condenser. Now I'm gonna get the compressor ready to mount. I just gotta lube up the O-rings and a few things on it, and it'll be good. And then we can take and put in some more lines. Compressor's installed, ARP hardware all around it. Looks nice. So now we just gotta run the lines, and then we can put the rest of the stuff back together. And when you run these lines, you gotta make sure you lube up the O-rings. That way you're not putting them on dry, because you don't want to do that. You want to make sure they're lubed up. And for this compressor, you're supposed to use PAG 46, PAG 46 lubricant. And that's what LMR recommended in the video, so that's what I got. And I'm gonna lube up all the O-rings, put some lubricant in the, I can't remember the name of the can, but the can that goes back there, and then just lube up all of the O-rings, and we should be good. Alright guys, we got the AC completely hooked up. I just gotta take and swap out this. I gotta find a little tool to take and pull out this valve stem, but that way I can swap the setup right there. But otherwise everything else is hooked up, all the lines, everything's solid, tightened down and good. So once I swap out that valve stem and stuff, then I can just put the fan in and put everything right back together, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get it. I just finished getting it back together. I just gotta swap out that valve stem so I can put the other tit on there, but everything's back together on it. Looks good. I like it a lot. It's tough, clean. But what matters most is how good it performs. So here in a little bit, we'll get it charged up and we'll see how it works, and I'll report back to y'all. So I still haven't gotten it charged up yet, but I wanted to show it to y'all in the evening, that way you can see better lighting on everything. It actually looks really good. I like it a lot. So much better. It's just much cleaner looking. And now, since it's a new condenser, it's just like, it's popping. That whole setup's money. We got the ARP bolts, then we got the original bracket right here, and I use Seymour Cast Blast Cast Iron Gray to paint all that. All of my brackets, all the gray brackets, that's what I used. Yeah, that's money. Alright guys, we got it charged up this morning. Last night, we was trying to charge it up last night, but the valve on the, I think it was the high side, the one that comes across behind the alternator, that line, the valve on there, the Schrader valve in there, it was leaking Freon from right there. So we took and swapped that out with one from the parts store this morning and filled it all up, and the liquid line, it blew off, because I didn't pop it on all the way. So make sure when you put those 2 lines on right there with the spring clips into the condenser, make sure you hit them with a hammer, make sure they fully seat. And then, so we hooked it back up, and then we vacuumed out the system, checked it for leaks, it was good. So then we filled it back up with Freon, tested it, everything's good, it's all A1. So let me show y'all how it's blowing on the inside. It's nice and cool. So there's normal on low, all the way up high, nice and cool. And then you got your vents, floor. It's nice and cool on the floor, real nice. Mix, defrost for the windshield up top. And then you got max AC, ice cold. Mint. Y'all know what my favorite part is? Look at that, looking right through that grill right there, seeing a brand new fresh condenser. That's money. All this stuff, it's really nice. Oh yeah. And you see, we swapped this one out with one from the parts store. That's good. And then, yeah, it's money. I just really like seeing a fresh condenser right through there. Alright guys, R134A, that's all I got to say. Thank y'all for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.